Hello, internet friends! How's it going? I'm Laura, aka Shop Von V. I sell vintage and modern clothing on platforms such as Poshmark, Etsy, and eBay. And a lot of you guys know me as a full-time reseller because I sell clothes on all those platforms I just talked about. However, a lot of you guys are probably starting to realize this. I'm very, very passionate about vintage clothes. I know, shocking. Trust me, I know. I'm just a surprise. I love vintage, and considering it is Valentine's Day, or possibly after Valentine's Day, I might have posted this depending on how lazy I got. But you know, I'm in the spirit of love and happiness and all that good stuff, and most of my time is spent focusing on vintage clothing, so I thought I would do a special haul. This isn't Valentine's Day themed by any means. I'm not that creative, I'm sorry you guys. But you know, sometimes you gotta get back to your roots. You gotta go back to what makes you happy, and in the spirit of Valentine's Day, I decided to focus on what I strongly love. So just to give you a little bit of how I feel about these videos. I consume a lot of haul videos, but I also consume a lot of content around just fashion in general. The sweet and glorious thing about fashion is it is ever changing and ever evolving. It is what you want it to be. I'm a little like wacky and whimsical when it comes to my fashion. I'm very much all over the place. Some days I feel minimalist vibes. Some days I feel streetwear vibes. Some days I feel high fashion, and other days I just slump around in a gray sweater. That's probably actually every day. But when I'm on camera, I do put nice clothes on because you guys are special and I love you. So, you know, there's that. I'll dress up for you guys. Okay, so enough with the chit chat. Let's just go ahead and jump into this haul video. Like I said, this is a compilation of all sorts of different places. Some of it was found in the regular Goodwill, some of it was found at the Goodwill outlets. Now it is going off back into the world of people being fashionable and wearing eco-friendly, reusable clothing. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. First up are these amazing Guess denim high-waisted jeans. If you guys don't already know this about me, I'm a very short person. I'm about 5'1", 5'2" on a good day. And yeah, jeans like this, they are a petite frame, so I was pretty stoked about these because I knew they were gonna fit me personally. However, I decided not to add them to my personal collection, even though typically with stuff like this I do. I'm gonna send it back out into the world. But yeah, it's got the little Guess patch on the back. I dig that. Oh, and it has the little zip detail at the bottom. Gotta love that. Okay, if you watched my last haul video, or no, it was like a few hauls ago. It was a little while ago. I found a bustier top at the Thrift and I passed on it, but it was like I was just putting that energy out there. I knew that I wanted to find a really cool, trendy bustier top. And the Thrift did not disappoint. I found this 90s Y2K shimmery goodness. It has little rhinestones encrusted on it. It's a beauty. I love this style right now. It kind of cracks me up because this is very like 1990s prom. Like I totally probably would have rocked this myself if my mom would have let me wear something this scandalous. But now I can do whatever I want and I can wear this. And to be honest with you, I'd probably wear it just like this. Like I'd put it on something that was already covering my shoulders and not be super scandalous. But I am very much digging that trend. It is, like I said, Y2K goodness. Okay, next up, it's like I've been putting all these vibes out there and they are just coming true for me and I'm super excited about it. I keep talking about red trouser pants and it's like, I'll sprinkle in red trouser pants every so often, but in the last week I've found 3 pairs. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And as you know, I never say no to red trouser pants. They're very Gucci vibes. I talk about that. High-waisted, gotta love that style. And there is no shame in the monochromatic game. I absolutely love pairing colors together. Red and red just creates this, it just looks so good. So good. So I have not 1, but 2 high-waisted trouser pants. I actually already sold the other ones that I listed like a week ago. Those are long gone, so here's another pair. Get them while you can, ladies and gentlemen. And then also these beauties, they actually kind of remind me of the Escada trouser pants that I found that just sold. So kind of stoked on these that I found another pair of red trouser pants. And these are by the brand Chaus, I believe is how you say it. Chaus. Charles Sport. I don't know, I'm probably ruining it, but we're gonna go with that. So yeah, those are always a popular high-waisted, you know, mom pant trouser style thing. But of course, because I love, again, the monochromatic look, I paired that with this red chunky knit sweater by another one of my all-time favorites, Side Effects, which kind of cracks me up because the tag doesn't actually have two E's in it. It's only one E. So it's like, is it Sid Effects? Maybe it is. Maybe I've been saying it wrong this entire time. Sid Effects. Side Effects. I mean, Side Effects just sounds so much cooler. This is that nubby knit, boucle, chunky knit sweater. I know, we're going into springtime, so buying sweaters right now is a little bit on the risky side, but I'm gonna go ahead and take that chance because when I just so happened to find the red chunky knit sweater and the red trouser pants together, I was like, well, that's an outfit right there. I can't not, you know, gotta keep that all together. Okay, next up. Now, I found a blue version of this and I hadn't photographed it yet. So this one I've actually already photographed so I can show you guys how cool it really looks. These are those totes little raincoat jackets. I absolutely love these. I never skip on them because they're so lightweight. And right around this season, raincoats are they're gonna start flying off the shelf. So this one I did grab and it's nice because it's like packable. Everybody loves a good packable raincoat. I know I do. It's easy to travel around with. But I love the sleeves on these. They have those little tie details. So yeah, grabbed that. Totes a good one. So bad. So next up, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this one in my stories because I was talking about how I clean wool. This just so happened to be a Pendleton cropped sweater. Now Pendleton does not make sweaters like this. Sorry guys, they're not that cool that I know of. They might be making cropped ones now, but this is definitely a vintage one. This was a reworked sweater. I see this a lot, so it makes me think that this probably went through 3 cycles of clothing, which is pretty cool when you stop and think about it. Like some people would be like, ew, gross, like 3 people have owned that already. But I'm sitting here going like, that's really cool that that's a piece of clothing that has lasted through multiple households. Because if you think about it, it was definitely owned by the original person. Then someone who is a thrifter, like DIY type person probably grabbed it, upcycled it, and then sold it. And then the person who bought it that had it upcycled they wore it and now I bought it and now that's a lot. Like that's... Anyways, I just dreamed up an entire lifetime for this sweater. Could totally not be true. So anyways, this Pendleton goodness. When I grabbed it though, it was definitely that scratchy wool and I'm pretty sure that that's why nobody was buying it. Somebody probably washed this the wrong way. But when I got a hold of it, I use a company called the Laundress, makes this amazing wool shampoo. This isn't sponsored by any means. I'm not that cool. If you do want to sponsor me though, Laundress, I'm here. I'm waiting for that free laundry kit. I'd take it in a heartbeat. Anyways, so yeah, I do a soak in the Laundress Wool Cashmere Blend shampoo and it just works wonders on these. They get so soft, so fluffy. It just brings it right back to life. So yeah, can't recommend that shampoo enough. I know there's a lot of different store-bought shampoos that you can use. That's typically how you're supposed to actually care for wool and cashmere. If you decide not to take it to the dry cleaners, which I also recommend, don't take it to the dry cleaners. Save yourself the money and also go green and wash it with shampoo. Next up is this Guy Laroche, I believe is how you say it. Again, probably saying it wrong. I really need to start doing research on this kind of stuff because I just look like a jerk not saying it right. But yeah, Guy Laroche. This brand has been around for ages. This is a lot newer style. I believe this is probably late 90s, early 2000s, that Y2K vibe. But if you can find super vintage Guy Laroche, you have hit another jackpot. Those do really well, especially like some of the 70s styles. I mean, just look it up. It's a fantastic brand. Don't skip on Guy Laroche. I'm totally saying it wrong. Someone's gonna comment down below, I guarantee it. And they're gonna be like, spell it out with me. And I actually, as much as I sound like I hate those posts, I genuinely love them. Like, please teach me down below. I need a French coach or something. Carrying on with the 90s Y2K goodness, we have this beautiful Paris Blues cocoon sleeve. I love that. The cocoon, the bat wing, when it like kind of bells out right here, does this goodness. I love that. I love that style. I can't say no to it. So many people think it's so tacky and so ugly, but it's just such a power move. It's such a good statement. I love it. I love it. But anyways, on this specific piece, I think the cool part about this is you can either wear it as a denim jacket, so like a long duster, or a dress. That's kind of the nice things about these. Sometimes just adding in long line and duster is actually a really good keyword to not only be found in the dresses category, but also if you want to try and style this as a jacket as well. But I did style this specifically as a dress, but man, oh man, as a jacket, I think it would look really cool. It just, you know, you got this like look at those sleeves. You really can't go wrong. My outfit just like instantly changed. And I'm not even gonna stand up because I'm actually wearing a dress and pants. That's how lazy I am. I didn't really even want to get dressed up for this video. I'm sorry, you guys. See, dress, pants. Oh God, I'm the worst. Okay, next up. Thank goodness I also photographed this one already because there's no way I'm gonna get it in frame, but it is this beautiful Palazzo pant wide leg jumpsuit. 90s goodness. I love it. This, you can either belt it or just wear it draped open. But yeah, I feel like these styles become really popular around spring, summertime. Can't go wrong with that. Next up, another one of those batwing style goodness. I love it. The cocoon, and it's got the puff sleeves. But yeah, this is just like a sweeping silk dress. It definitely has like that billowing bottom to it, which I always dig. But yeah, floral, kind of iridescent style. Ooh, I didn't use iridescent in the tag, and now I need to go back in and change it to iridescent because that is a good keyword to use. It's got that little shimmery shine to it. But yeah, puff sleeves, gotta love it. I paired this one with a belt, but the cool thing about, again, with dresses like that, they just fit a range of sizes so comfortably. So I always love grabbing styles like that. They make me very happy. Okay, next up, you guys know how much I like to play favorites, and this one's definitely one of my favorites. This is a geoprint sweater dress, 1980s goodness. Oh, it's just so good. I also definitely picked up a lot of 1980s stuff. I don't know what was going on. I was in a mood for sure. Okay, next up, ooh-wee. I was stoked for this one too. An Angora cropped knit sweater. Oh, it's so good and it's so soft and it's so beautiful. Again, animal stuff, anything animal. I don't condone it brand new, but if it's vintage, it's like, hey man, it's already been made. Are we gonna send this to the dump or are we gonna keep reusing it? I choose to keep reusing it. However, I would never buy Angora brand new. And for those of you who don't know, Angora is rabbit hair. And again, this with the shampoo that I talked about earlier, works wonders on it. Really does. Okay, next up, I have kind of slowed down on doing some of the basic tops. Like, I'm not really grabbing any of the, you know, just like regular tops, like things that anybody can go thrift. I'm trying to keep my store curated with like a little bit more on the rare side, because I know it's pretty easy these days to go into any thrift store and just grab, you know, a basic top off the rack. I want to keep it like a little bit more on the rare side. But this one in particular, I was like, it's still basic, but it's got this coolness factor to it that I just could not deny. And that is this cropped little houndstooth blouse. I just love the tie front on it, so I grabbed that. Typically stuff like this I would consider keeping for myself, but yeah, going in the store. So there's that one. Ooh, not one, but two of these Levi's 512. I found these and I was like, oh, okay, that's going home with me. But again, it's got that paper tag, gotta love that. This is probably, I would say, late 90s, early 2000s. We're gonna go with Y2K because it does have a printed inside. You know, it's got that little printing on it. This would not have happened in the early 90s. So there is that. But still, Levi's 512s, not gonna pass on that. They have that mom jean fit to them. I dig it. Okay, I hope you're ready for this shimmery goodness. This beauty, I really can't get enough of. I absolutely love it. This geometric shimmery goodness. Ah, it's just so pretty. So, so pretty. And she's pristine too. Like, how does that even happen? How does something like this stand the test of time and stay in this pristine of condition? It's like a Tetris game on a dress. I love it. Geometric, sequins throughout. She's a beauty. Okay, last but not least, we're ending on my personal favorite, even though I think I already claimed 2 other pieces as my personal favorite. This one, I'm just gonna say it takes the cake. I could not believe, like, polka dots are everywhere right now. They are the new thing. It's the it trend. Polka dots are in, yada, yada, yada. Ladies and gentlemen, black and white polka dot trouser pants, high-waisted. I love it. I love it. It's by the brand Brass Plum, which I used to work at Nordstrom, so an ode to Nordstrom. This is a division of Nordstrom, or it's like a little shop within Nordstrom. But I get stoked when I see the old school Brass Plum label. You can't go wrong with this style. It's adorable. It's just, and if you have to belt it and create that like paper bag cinched waist, it's so good. So, so good. I love it. I was very, very happy about those. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this haul video of awesome, awesome vintage pieces that I have thrifted across the last week or two. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I will leave a link to my vintage shop down below. There's 3 of them because, you know, I have Etsy, eBay, and Poshmark. That's a lot. Eventually, just between you and me, I would like to make like a standalone store, like a shopfonv.com or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll see that coming. I would love to be able to direct traffic just to my vintage items. We'll see. Low-key, I have tried that before. I was not very successful at it because I am still learning the glorious aspects of marketing and how much it sucks to have to put yourself out there in that regards. But it's part of owning a business. So, you know, I gotta get used to it and I gotta figure out new ways to make my business work. So we'll just keep that between me and you. We'll see. We'll see if it happens anytime soon. I will leave a link to the stores down below so you guys can find all of this awesome stuff if you're interested in it. And if you're not interested in it, hopefully you learned something new about some of the vintage items that I put up for sale, or maybe you got inspired for some stuff that you want to go thrift for yourself. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.